rerun or fresh election or for install the rightful winner. Now make I just digress deeply, make people understand this one today. We then draft the recommendations and done at the end of the day as it was in the 1999 July 7th, after we then come on a Lome People's Power, then come back with recommendations from Lome at Togo. And the recommendations, part of those recommendations, they recommended for Fode Sanko to be installed as Vice President 2 of the Republic of Sierra Leone, answerable only to the then President Dr. Ahmed Tijan Kaba, and also for be the chairman of all mining activities in Salone, and part of in team they would all been in a bush, therefore serve at very strategic and lucrative positions na the then Kaba administration. And again, part of the recommendations now for the RAF will be to terrorize the country, now for me then transform the RAF into a political party, where for the Sanko later on stand as a presidential candidate. A lot of people would have seen and they be the speculation with the government, people are not possible. Would have voted for Pakaba, how RAF go canton party na would have go vote for them, they were a rebel. But these were recommendations that were made in the Lome Peace Agreement. And this was an agreement for make sure sanity and quiet reign in Salone. And so therefore, at the end of the day on June 19, the recommendations that we get for common from the Tripartite, make sure say you understand say the highest decision making body of the country when the executive arm of government. The executive arm of government already don't succumb to the Tripartite. Remember when they go launch the Tripartite with a resolution 3, na State House with a resolution 3, na on this Tripartite. When they go sign the agreement on the 18th of October 2023, na bring money. People they say, why Dr. Samuel go share a platform with Senge na small ball, Dr. Samuel Ibu born Senge. Why for do this? You don't sell game. Later on, we know. Say at the end of the day, we want for make the discussion and for make this thing lead we that day we go so. But people we can understand because we get a lot of people over the out misinformation. We all now don't see once that Shenga go tinapenda. In fact, Dr. Samuel for don't even select somebody inside a party. If now one young man we compare to Senge then go share that platform day. But no matter the age, what's more important than what Dr. Samuel will stand for achieve. I will make sure say no blood no spill for his sake for make democracy return at that country day. But at the end of the day we use just the pen because the pen is mightier than the sword. What happened? Fast forward from that point day, we get part of the resolutions there. Madam, you for make a speech, Dr. Samuel make a speech, and therefore launch the resolution 3 we born the Tripartite. Therefore launch this Tripartite. Now State House. Madam, you are there to do all those. And if the executive arm of government don't already succumb to this Tripartite, they don't go launch a Madam, you say don't sign. You don't sign documents, no see nado, we don't see again publicly what they showing at TV say Madam you he come and make a speech, Dr. Samuel come make speech and he sign an agreement. At the end of the day, agreement they deny do so with this so today. But come on and say after we Honorable Ablukago and the rest of the team they don't go to parliament, after we mayor they don't go back to council, after we councillors they don't go, all things not done. But at the end of the day, we did so today now because of the power where these documents get, and because of the leader who gets, we not ever let with another forsake we. You don't drop we halfway and just forget about we. It's still the captain in the boats they go with them. So people's power, the mandate of this committee are for make sure they make recommendation that are actionable and implementable as he did the agreement with the both side on the 18th of October 2023 that doing money. So part of their work that will make sure say they look into the 2023 elections, they examine now, they investigate them. So part of the investigation where they don't done the investigation, then they make recommendations. And mind you, I've been taken back to what happened on the 7th of July 1999. Then take the agreement when they don't go sign the recommendations, then go to the parliament. The role of parliament are for make sure say they ratify. You don't even need a vote for say this for can vote. No, now ratify then they ratify. Una go argue on 1 or 2 points, una go discuss the points with them bring to now. But una no get no power for say what them bring to now and not ratify. Mind you, Parliament are the supreme legislative authority. What in this mean? That Parliament are they make laws. Not to Supreme Courts they make law people's power. Now Parliament they make laws. If Parliament don't ratify a document, by virtue of the power where the Constitution give Parliament, it don't become waiting law. And all what in the Supreme Court do, that what in Parliament send to them, therefore act on them. So if you ask me again about the mandate of this committee, now for make sure say they investigate. When they investigate, purely the investigation of June 2023 elections and the rights recommendations. The Kenyan judge will then carry time purely in work now for make it come, investigate any draft recommendations within team. I make mind you will get 11 expatriates them. And I just make for understand say they don't add back by the expatriate, they don't go 18 plus the Kenyan judge make them 19. Then plus the other co-chair then the members them, APC and SLPP. But lastly, make sure that you understand say the recommendations of the Tripartite committee, they are actionable and implementable, and Madam you be don't sign to that. In a team, they be don't sign to that, Dr. Samuel be don't sign to that. So nobody, not even Dr. Samuel Madam you, will able to stop this work now without the reach. So nobody. So not that.
Mr. Andrew, I want to tell you plenty thank you. Family way they listen to me. I get Mr. Andrew Kamara na so na the Secretary General for the All People's Congress Party na Sweden family. Not forget see tomorrow Friday People's Power go dey live on Facebook. I go also dey with Mr. Andrew on Facebook because I get a lot of other questions them for ask Mr. Andrew. As you be the talk just now, I want bring lawyer Ahmed Sise waiting in the argue na so I just want bring her because where you be the talk about legislative just now. So I think say Mr. Lawyer Ahmed Sise part of the argument where he argue a day part of the questions them where I want for can ask you where the questions them say Lawyer Ahmed Sise argue that the APC should seek a late appeal from the Supreme Court. How does Parliament legislative power factors in to this argument, and what are the implications of the Supreme Court? Mr. Andrew, this gets to do with the argument where Mr. Lawyer Ahmed Sise they argue say the APC for go seek a late and appeal from the Supreme Court. Mr. Andrew, what do you think about waiting Ahmed Sise say?
Well, Ahmed Sise is a big brother and he's a senior comrade as well. In point and opinion, I respect him, but I just want for comment and I go say we all free for make a point, and this part of the Olosa we did. You know, go most living you pick way born for making your point. It's very important. Everybody get right to your opinion, and if you say I'm out, you know, for Mosula. But what I want to make very clear now is the fact that the argument that the APC must seek a late appeal from the Supreme Court, because also for make neck APC force neck ECSL for produce. The Tripartite Committee force neck for produce the result. Now the mandate where the Constitution give neck. Now for make sure say section 32 of the Constitution of Salon. What he say? Where they don't vote down. You get all the power. You as neck for make sure say you make sure say the results of the election be made public. Equally so, if you go to section 92 of the Public Elections Act of 2022, it say the district returning officer shall, upon receipt of certificate of statement of the result of the poll from all the polling stations located in the district, compile a summary of all statements of the returning result from the polling station concerning certified as many copies as may be required of each summary to the regional returning officer, and the number of votes cast for each constituency candidate, or as the case may be, each candidate in any order. Okay, what in this is try to say? Now, section 92, 1 and 2 is a certified copy of the summary compiled under subsection 1, that what them be don't say, shall be supplied to observers or counting agents present at the office of the district returning officer. It is a chain of command, and a division of labor. Like I can say no more. The polling station officer gets a role for play. Certified, validate before the presence of all party agents, elections observers, and when you done, you make sure he send all the certified result there to the district returning officer. The district returning officer again, he get the mandate, the power by virtue of the Constitution of Salon and the Public Elections Act number 92 from 1, 2, and 3. You for validate, certify, and send it to the regional returning officer. The regional returning officer again, if you make sure if fact check all the results that will come out from the district returning officer as mandated by section 92, 2, 3, and 4. If you make sure all the copies them, if you send them go to the national returning officer. Now if you go to section 92, 4, it say the national returning officer shall, upon receipt of the summary referred to in subsection 3, that we say what he receive from the regional returning officer, what the regional returning officer don't certify, validate in the presence of observers, agents, party agents them, cause those summaries to be tallied, listening, therefore tally them, computed, and shall at the end forthwith declare the result of the elections. Was this actually observed by NEC? The answer was no. They not do one. They not do one because it was a deliberate ploy towards the will of the people. Now go back to waiting section 84 of the Public Elections Act 84. If the results them, sorry, let me just stop at the because of the time. Now coming to lawyer Ahmed Sisi, the question about the for make APC first, let me just know it waiting the Public Elections Act say.
Yeah.
Not to APC for first NEC for produce result. It is mandated by the Constitution for make NEC always. Not to say now for APC or for SLPP, as the Constitution clearly spell them out as I be read them, it say waiting after where the regional returning officers, the district returning officers, the polling agents them, don't certify results them, and the party agent them, in the presence of observers them, the national returning officer in turn for make sure then tally the results, then compute them, publish them, and you announce the winner. Not to so sir.
Yes.
And
yes.
if that's not be done, Mohammed Kone not been doing Amuna, the national returning officer. Not to APC, they can't cross Mohammed Kone, but now we get a body we don't be tasked because, mind you, we lost the Nasalo, don't be flawed out. The judiciary not independent. Then they work for this government of the day. We there in a state wherein justice not go be serving into the poor man, you don't get justice. So now what's happened? APC know very well say for make them for don't go to court a waste of time because as you go there, as you recent member don't write the ECSF when them produce result, you don't go to court and wait in case now though. Many lawyers, many activities that don't make them voices heard. Apart from waiting the activities they don't do, the law they don't do. The Constitution spell them out clearly. People's Power, the day when Mohammed Kone announced the result, 2 hours after, then deletes the result then from NEC website. Go to the NEC website now so they talk. You know, they see no result for 2023. But 2018, 2012 result, 2007, it did. Because Dr. Anis Kumar in government be no say. This now in the Constitution say. So the question where me own brother, me big brother, me called from Port Loko, where he say, the APC need for come out very clear and strong for make them force neck for police division. Yes, neck for police division, but not to APC a mandate again for force neck because APC don't guide them.